Aim. Fire.
Welcome back everybody to episode 4 of Modded Minecraft. This is Justin. You'll notice we got a little bit more done on the building. I decided to do some of this off camera, kind of the monotonous stuff of just laying down floor and building up these walls a little bit higher. I also decided to put a little start of a stairwell here. Yeah, basically we have the floor plan that we came up with last episode, and I expanded upon that and got the floor in so I didn't keep falling in water. That got really annoying. But I guess that's the price of building a house on a little lake. I also dug this down a little bit deeper. Got some resources. I didn't get this marble yet. I'll get that later. I'm gonna try and keep the mining off camera. I might go through maybe every once in a while and just do a mining episode. But today I think we're actually gonna try and get away from this house. I know you guys are thinking that we just started building it, and we haven't even finished, but I'm kinda curious to see what we all have here. And I got some mountains and all that, and I found, was this my second village already? So I know in these mod packs that there's some cool features and extra biomes and stuff to see. So I'm hoping that we can find something a little different. For some reason I feel like I had stuff in this chest. Some iron. No, I don't need a sword. Let's put away some of this, because otherwise I will lose it, and then I'll be upset. And we don't like when I'm upset. Or I don't like when I'm upset. Let's make some torches too. Never have enough torches. That's why I grabbed a lot of coal, or at least tried to. Coal is something I go through so quick on this game. Maybe I put some of the stuff I mined in this chest. That sounds right. Yep, iron, 64 iron ore. I think I'm gonna save this. This mod pack has the, let's see, what is it called? Pulverizer? Yeah, pulverizer, so you can turn, like for instance, the iron. If you put it in a furnace, you would get just the one iron ingot. But if you put it in the pulverizer first, you get 2 pulverized iron, and each of those make an ingot. So basically doubles your output. So 128 ingots rather than just 64. Also, I think the same goes with the other ores here. And also, let's see, I don't know if I can look. If you look, that's not really. Okay, here it is. If you pulverize iron, it has a 10% chance, or not iron, what am I saying? Copper, it has a 10% chance of giving you back pulverized gold. So, some of these ores that you mine, when you pulverize them, you might have a chance of getting something that you didn't even have to begin with. I think one of these actually has something that's pretty good as an extra 10%. I probably won't find it now that I said that. Maybe it's obsidian? I don't know. Either way, you get some cool stuff. Let's sleep, and then we'll go out and see what our surroundings are. And the zombie noises stop every time I'd fall asleep. As soon as it would turn day, I'd hear zombie noises over at this village and have to kill them, but those stopped. So I don't know if our excuse me. I don't know if our village. Oh, yeah. What do you know? Spoke too soon. So I'm guessing all our villagers are dead. which kind of sucks, but I have that one village that's like right over that way. So, what if put our bread in the hotbar? And I think the direction we want to go is this way. I probably shouldn't be doing this with 30 levels, but I might find like a really nice ravine that like opens up to diamonds, and that would be freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping in this mod pack there is some mod. I don't know if the mod is called roguelike dungeons or if that's just what part some of the things in the mod are actually called, but I was playing Minecraft with my friend one time, and we were playing this same mod pack, and we saw one of these things, and it looks like a I don't know, like a tower, and another village, and I'm sitting here thinking I asked my friend, he was actually over at my house, we just were playing locally on just like shared the game open to LAN, um, and I asked my friend, I'm like, did you build this? Because I was obviously I hadn't built it, and I've never seen anything like that in Minecraft before. It wasn't like a village or anything. And he said no, he's been in this one area the whole time. And so I go and check this out, and it's this tower that it spans. It's got some stairs down in the bottom, or like the center of it. So I take these stairs down, and the stairs kind of exit on ground level, and I almost just exit and say, oh, okay, that was it. That's it's just a tower, no big deal. But right in the corner of my eye, I see this that the stairs kind of keep going down. So what I do is, I go down these stairs, and it just expands to this huge, I'm talking huge network of like tunnels, whatever you'd call it. And I'm shocked, I'm amazed just by the size of this thing. It definitely wasn't my friend who built it. What It's a local game, so nobody else could have built it. And I'm exploring a little bit more. There's spawners, there's chests. I go down another stairway, whatever you want to call it. And there's even more. It's probably 4 or 5 times as big as the first level I was on. And I'm exploring, I'm like, oh wow, two levels. I go down, there's a third level. And at this point, like the way it spawned okay, I need to get away from these guys. They're just gonna interrupt me. How rude. The way worlds in Minecraft spawn are, it's a random dynamic generation, whatever it's called. And there's, big ravines and all that. And as I'm traveling through these like tunnels, there's this huge ravine opening, and I look straight down, and it goes to almost bedrock. And I glance and I see, um, what's it called? Netherrack. And I'm thinking to myself, this is definitely not the Nether. This is what is this even called? The overworld, whatever. And I'm just in pure amazement. So in this mod, there's jetpacks, so I fly down. I fly all the way down, and I'm looking, and it's this whole tunnel system, but it's themed like the Nether. And I'm telling you, the loot in those chests, in that part of the tunnel system, which that ended up being the bottom floor. But I mean, there's diamond, like enchanted diamond armor, and it's like extremely, protection, blast protection 4, protection 4. There's swords with like sharpness 5 and looting. And I mean, each one of these rooms has one chest, and each chest has one piece of like, I don't know, I guess you call it like legendary armor. And so like I'm playing with my friend and I'm just making all these noises like, oh god, yes, awesome, stuff like that. And he comes over with the, he flies over to that tower with his jetpack, and he just sees me, and I just come out in like fully enchanted diamond armor, and I got this like kick-ass sword. And what we decided to do is well, he actually didn't really help too much, but we decided to make that base our own. So I went through and I rebuilt the entire base from all the materials that were missing from the random generation, all the air pockets and stuff like that. Probably spent 6 hours just on the first 3 layers, I'd say. Lighting it up, putting down blocks, rebuilding it, and that was like after all the spawners and stuff were gone. And even then, I was still finding like dark patches that I hadn't even explored yet. I mean, I'm assuming by calling them roguelike dungeons, it's meant to be like like a Diablo type mod or whatever you would call it, and it's got the huge dungeon crawler dungeons. But man, this was, even if you compared it to Diablo, this dungeon was massive. So, moral of the story, I'm hoping I find something like that. I find this thing, and I'm like thinking it's the only one, and I was so lucky to find it and all that. Well, I come to find out that they spawned in that mod pack, or that mod, like, I don't know, probably every 2,000 blocks or something like that. Like, only in one direction, I think, though. So it might just be one X coordinate and every 2,000 on the Y coordinate, or something like that. I honestly don't know. But it turned out that they weren't really that rare in that world, so that was kind of disappointing. Especially after all the time I spent getting that base, set up as our little home base. Either way, I really liked that they added that into the mod, just because there's a lot of spawners and different items that have different kind of cool enchantments on there. Just made for a lot more interesting play. Oh, that's a hat, I believe, on a pig, and it looks like the Ash Ketchum hat. For a second, I was looking at that looked like a freaking bed, and I could see just like the backs of the pigs. So it looked like a pink fence surrounding a bed, and I thought maybe the mod pack got updated and there was something new in it. I'm hungry. Whenever this guy is eating, I feel like I can't talk. Just because, for some reason, the noise or sound file that they use for the eating, it just seems so much louder than everything else. I don't know if that's a problem on my end or if it's something goofy I got messed up, but wow. Like, I understand eating, but man, oh man. Don't ask me why I'm getting this iron. It looked appealing. And I know I said I was gonna look in that ravines when I see them, but for some reason I just walked right past that one. That we were by the pigs that look like a bed. Oh, yep, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, leg. The leg is real. Let's see. Okay, I was thinking maybe that might be a giant hole to the bottom. Oh, jeez. Okay, I've fallen in too many holes in this in this game to this grab on the step. Thought that was supposed to be the step. Yeah, I've fallen in way too many holes this game to fall down another one. I'll take it. But yeah, here, let's get this book out. I think this explains it a little bit. Monsters invading from the depths. Perhaps we dug too deeply. Our stuff is still down there. We're running out of food and have to leave soon before the tower is overtaken as well. Grey Merc. Here, roguelike dungeons, and it's by Grey Merc. So yeah, I don't remember if I read this book the first time I saw one of these, or if I just went straight down. I might have read the book, and you know, in there it says we left our stuff down there. You know, if I break this, it goes away, so I'm not gonna sleep. I don't know why, but I feel like I can't really talk while I'm sleeping either. There's some actions that I just need to let carry out. I feel rude interrupting. Sorry about that, my recording got interrupted, but we're back. I'm just gonna explore this first layer. The first layer isn't too big, or at least it wasn't in the one that I was on. Who knows, I'll probably be made a liar in this episode. That usually happens to me. Oh, so I can't eat cake. Oh, yeah, that looked a lot bigger than it was. That's what she said. So the first layer wasn't too big in the one I found. Really, the second layer and third layer is where it picked up in size, but I think what we're gonna do is we'll just explore a little bit more in this layer, and then we'll call it a day. Kill this frickin' skeleton. Oh god, I hate those guys. Oh, see? You know, already. Sharpness 1, Unbreaking 2. It says highly durable. I don't know how that influences the sword. If that's like an enchantment, or if it's just a description on the sword. Hole in there. Yeah, see, now that we found the stairs, that's always the hardest part, is finding the way down. Anytime I see stuff like this, it's just begging me to dig in a little bit. For some reason, it just seems like the random generation on that. There you go. I was like to grab those. It seems like the random generation had a tunnel starting there and then just stopped. So let's go a little bit further. I don't want to get too far into here. Grab some torches. Surprised there's no spawners. That's really strange. The one that I found in the other game I played was, I'm telling you, this thing was decked out with spawners. Like it's a rogue-like dungeon, so you would assume it would be a little bit more challenging than a regular dungeon, I guess. Is that really it? I guess so. Alright, well, let's go back to the stairwell. So I'm gonna call it an episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, favorite, all that good stuff. I'm really curious on what you guys think of my Minecraft series so far. I'm always willing to take suggestions or critique me, whatever. And next episode, we're gonna maybe finish. I don't know how big this first layer was kind of small, so this second layer might be small relative to this one. I don't know, but next episode we're gonna explore this a little bit more. Maybe get some good loot, bring back to the base. Oh Jesus! Oh God. Well, we're gonna have an issue taking the steps a little bit. But anyways, have a great day. Thank you for watching.